Hey, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you're joining in for our reading. In today's pop-up reading, we are going to be talking about your person's deepest and most innermost thoughts and feelings about you. So we are going to be doing a deep dive into their heart today. We're going to get started with the oracle cards that I have pre-pulled for us. After that, we are going to dive even deeper using the tarot as well as channeled message cards. We will also get some tiles, charms, and astrology dice out for us for extra info and confirmation. And then last, but certainly not least, at the end of today's reading, I will get a couple of personal messages out for just you. Doesn't have to relate to this connection. It is for you to help bring the energy and focus back on yourself. Wally says hello, everyone. I'm also going to be doing an extended for today's reading where we are going to be diving deeper into the future of this connection. So if this resonates and you want to know more, you are welcome to join us on Patreon. I will put a link to the video below in the description box as well as the pinned comment to keep it easy. Or you can just head right over to Patreon and you can find it over there along with hundreds of additional extended and exclusive readings. So we would love to see you over there. But anyway, we're going to hop right into it, you guys. If you find yourself resonating with today's message, please make sure to hit that like button. It's the easiest way to support the channel and our community, and subscribe for more readings in the future. Okay. Wally says subscribe. Okay. Anyway, so I'll show you all the cards, then we'll get into the messages. Our first card up is Wolf, trust in the instinct and inner wisdom. We have Hyena, be versatile and adaptable to circumstances. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. We have the cosmic egg. This is also the crown chakra in this deck. The whale, oyster, and deer. We have the starborn, the stone, Jupiter, and the golden rose. If Wally gets to be a little too chatty, I will put him in the other room, but I'm going to try to avoid that. Sir, quiet down. Quiet down. Or come sit on my lap for a minute. Come here. Come here. You want to sit on my lap for a minute? We have to get to the reading, sir, okay? I know that everybody loves you and you are the star of the show after all, but I also have to read cards. That is why the folks are here today. Okay, anyway, so before we begin, I want to just put some bits of confirmation out there for you guys. I know some of you really value that. We have water energy coming through strong. We also have a little bit of earth energy. We have the number 1, so maybe somebody was born on the 1st of a month, or that could be an anniversary for some of you out there. Maybe you're getting close to your 1-year anniversary, or the month of January, if I haven't said that already, could be relevant. We also have 38. Somebody could be 38 years old. We also could be talking about like March 8th. That could be a birthday, an anniversary, or something important. That also reduces down to a, do math, Josie, 11. Somebody could be a life path 1 or 11, or a life path 2, because 11 reduces down to a 2. Okay. And Jupiter could also be really important. We'll get to the astrology dice later on in the reading, but your Jupiter placements or what sign is in Jupiter for you or your person could be really important. And I think that's it. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so first of all, your person feels like their mind has expanded quite a bit since meeting you or because of this connection. And that's something that they think about a lot in depth, probably, but do not speak out loud to you, I'm feeling called to say. So I feel like you've really gotten your person's gears going. They think about the deeper side of life, the deeper side of existence, of spirituality, of love, but they keep a lot of that to themselves. They keep it a secret. Jupiter is an auspicious planet. It is expansive. It is lucky. It also rules over our fortune. So not only do they feel fortunate to have you in their life, but they also feel like you are expanding them in some ways, expanding their perception of things, especially when it comes to spiritual topics. I got that message loud and clear with our first few cards here. I think prior to meeting you, this person may have had like a limited belief system when it comes to like the afterlife or soul connections, religion, you name it. Maybe they were agnostic, maybe even atheist, or maybe they just didn't have like strong spiritual or religious beliefs, specifically around incarnation, around soul connections, that type of stuff. And I think you've really expanded their point of view, or at least caused them to start thinking about all the possibilities that are out there. Even if they don't have firm beliefs in those subjects right now, they're thinking about it. They're questioning things. They're wondering. They're maybe praying or asking for guidance about it or insight. It's something that is kind of new to them, I feel, for a lot of you out there, specifically around the concept of like past life relationships. Maybe this person feels like they've known you forever. Maybe you've talked to them about past life connections and that's something they're open to now. They're feeling adaptable. They're feeling like they can change their mind about things. They're feeling like they're in charge of deciding what feels right to them and what they believe in. Maybe your person had some sort of a religion wound or something where they felt like they had to believe something or they had to be a certain way in order to fit in with their family or groups as a kid. Now they feel in their present day, because of you, they get to decide what they believe for themselves, or they get to look at things differently, or they get to at least like tap into the unknown and be in a state of awe and wonder about it instead of stress or confusion. I would say nowadays they definitely believe in some element of fate. They don't know exactly what that is necessarily, but they're open to the concept of divine timing, of fate, of there being a deeper side of existence than what they thought it to be before. And they're really learning to listen to their own inner wisdom, their own inner compass, and divine guidance. And it's also quite possible maybe your person has had some spiritual experiences that they couldn't explain with logic since this connection has began, and that could have been what kind of got the ball rolling for them. But I also don't feel like they're talking about that much with you. With the Golden Rose card, I often take that as a card of innermost secrets or somebody concealing something deep within themselves. So I don't think your person is open about that. And that's also noted here with the oyster, okay? With these two falling right on top of each other or right next to each other, I feel as though they keep a lot of these thoughts and these opinions to themselves. Not because they're trying to hide it from you, not because they feel like you don't need to know, but because they are still trying to figure it out and they're still trying to kind of understand what's going on. And right now they feel best keeping that private and to themselves while they kind of explore their own mind and their own perception of things. That's not to say that they won't be open to you about their beliefs further down the road. It's just right now, they're processing a lot. They just showed me like an old school computer with like kind of like a dial-up bar, like it's loading basically. They're still loading. They're still processing things, okay? Maybe you haven't known this person all too long. It could be that this is a new-ish connection, like a year or less, and or maybe this perception shift is new for your person, if you do have past history with one another. Now, another thing I want to mention is that your person, we're talking about their innermost thoughts and feelings here in today's reading, right? Their feelings in general are something that they're processing. I think your person had a wounded feminine energy in the past. They don't have to be a feminine for this to be your reading. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy within all of us, okay? I think your person had wounded feminine energy though. they weren't receptive to it. They didn't express it. They contained it, or they kept it kind of locked away. The deer in this deck represents divine feminine energy. And in a way, the whale kind of does as well. It talks about the deep inner world of our emotions, deep, deep feelings. And I feel like the oyster sandwiched in the middle of these two cards is saying for a very long time they locked away all of their feelings, or they refused to let them out with anyone, okay? Maybe they were scared of their emotions, or maybe they were taught that emotions are bad, emotions are weak, we should always contain ourselves, something along those lines. And because of this connection, they're now just starting to unleash that sort of tidal wave of their feelings, the good, the bad, the ugly. I feel like you've kind of unlocked that for them, or you've inspired them to actually understand what their feelings are and how to express themselves. In a lot of ways, I feel like you have helped free your person. I'm taking this card as like a power move on your person's part. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I think for a long time, this person felt like they had to be and act a certain way, maybe with their religious or spiritual beliefs, maybe with their emotions, maybe with a few different things. And it's like this connection is freeing their mind. It's freeing their heart. It's in a way causing them to want to take back control of their own life and be their authentic self. And I think right now your person is in a phase of their life where they don't even know who they are just yet, but they do know that they want to find out who they're becoming. They're sort of in the beginning stages of this part of their awakening, I guess you could say, where right now they're booting up, they're processing, they're loading, they're just starting to discover that they get to decide who they are, what they believe in, and how they feel, and that they can actually allow that to come out without being told what's right, what's wrong, what they should be, what they shouldn't be, they should think and feel versus what they do naturally. There's processing this. This is a big awakening time for your person, and it's very powerful for them. They're expanding, they're growing, they're loading, they're discovering, and maybe they are keeping a lot of that to themselves because they're in receptive mode right now. Really, sir? The second he gets off my lap, he's like, Mom, I need your attention. Well, Wally, why did you get off my lap then, sir? Okay. We're not using logic here, are we? I didn't think so. Do you want to go back on my lap? Would you like to come back up on my lap? Come here. Okay. Or you just want to be chatty? You just want to be chatty? All right, well, I hope the collective doesn't mind. Otherwise, we're going to have to go in the room where you're a little quieter, okay? Anyway, as I was saying, your person's divine feminine energy is coming out, and divine feminine energy is receptive. So that could be part of this too. Your person is in a stage where they're receiving a lot of divine guidance. They're receiving a lot of information, and maybe they're not having that output or that expression, which is divine masculine energy, because this is getting healed and unlocked right now. So it's not like they're trying to deceive you. They're not trying to hide this from you. They're just receiving a lot. Like they're bombarded. They're overloaded with this information and they're processing it. Okay. In fact, I feel like further down the line, this person is going to be very open about their thoughts and feelings with you once they figure it out themselves, because they're still kind of in that phase where it's new. And oh my goodness, somebody is acting out for attention today. Okay, he has been in some kind of mood all day long, you guys. I don't know what it's all about. He's gotten the zoomies, he's been chatty, he has been in a mood today, a good mood. Okay, don't get me wrong, he's not in a crappy mood, but he's been in a mood. Yes, you have. Okay, don't even lie to the collective. They hear you, they know it. Okay, can't fool anyone, sir. All right, so let's get to the tarot. We'll get more details, more information out. Thank you guys again for being here. How's everybody doing today? Anybody have any good news to share with the collective? Anything positive to say? You are welcome to do so always. Okay, let's get a few cards out. While I'm shuffling, by the way, I want to mention that we are running a sale in the shop right now until the end of November. So this reading is timeless, but if you're finding it shortly after it was released, definitely take advantage of the 15% off while you can, especially if you're looking for fun holiday gifts. I'm not gonna lie, shipping takes a little while from the shop sometimes. So if you do want like a fun angel number gift or awakened soul gift for someone, I would get on that ASAP, okay? Because sometimes it takes a little while. But anyway, now's a good time to save a little bit of cash. Or if you're looking for a fun gift for yourself, there's plenty of stuff over there. We have t-shirts, mugs, ornaments, sweatshirts, all kinds of different like clothing merch, all kinds of good stuff. So you're welcome to check it out if you like. All right, there we go. So we have Judgment, the Star, the Nine of Swords. We have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Knight of Swords. I want to talk about this message that just came through first, okay? Your person had a very strong belief that emotions were weak, that they needed to be strong and stable and emotionally detached to be taken seriously in this world, okay? And so now that their feelings are coming out, it sometimes does cause them some anxiety, because you have to keep in mind your person locked it away for so long, their ego is breaking down. What they once believed is crumbling apart with this Tower, okay? It's like, I mean, it's a classic sign of some level of ego breakdown. I'm not going to go to the extreme of saying they're going through dark night of the soul, although for some of you they very well could be, but they're having some level of ego breakdown right now, especially when it comes to emotional understanding and expression. And it's causing them a little bit of discomfort and anxiety. They may even be having some insomnia or sleepless nights because of this, okay? Sir. Uh-oh, hold on a second, guys. What are you getting into right now? What are you getting into? What are you doing? Where were you? What were you doing? Okay, I don't know what's going on. Wally acts like a toddler throwing a temper tantrum when he doesn't get his way, right? Which I guess in a way is kind of like a sign of intelligence in animals because, anyway, okay, so getting back to the reading, they're just having a lot of breakdown right now, okay? A lot of emotions are probably surfacing for them that they had suppressed for a long time. They're now receptive to their own emotions. All right, Wally's going in the other room, you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna grab him. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance. I gave you several chances, in fact. So now you have to go away for a little bit until we're done with the reading, okay, sir? Okay. You guys are witnesses. I gave him several chances, and so now he's gonna go hang out in the other room until we're done with the reading. Okay. Anyway, guys, like I was saying, it's just a lot for your person to process. They're going through it right now, okay? So they might be having sleepless nights. They might be just having like a flood of, it's basically new information. Again, they're processing, they're downloading, and they attribute a lot of this to you, okay? I do think that they've had some sort of a major spiritual experience because of this connection. Not necessarily because of anything you said or did directly, but because of the nature of the energetic resonance of the connection itself. This could be a high-level soul connection for the two of you. Maybe that was part of your soul contract or your soul plan with one another was to help this person awaken. That could have been something the two of you agreed upon before incarnating. I can't say for sure. I don't know all the answers here, but I feel like this connection in some way has helped them awaken. And on some level, they know this and they're conscious of this. Even if they don't say it to you, they're conscious that this connection has caused a big change in their life. Okay? And I feel like they're getting close to wanting to talk about it with you. I'm curious to see if that's going to come up in the extended or not. We're going to talk about the future of this connection in the extended. I love that it ended off on the Knight of Swords. This person might be getting ready to open up about their experience to you because they've kept it a secret or they've kept it to themselves for so long. I feel like they might be getting ready to figure out how to talk about what they're going through with you. Okay? So let's get out tiles, charms, and astrology dice. We will get out channeled messages after this. You may see specific initials, names, zodiac placements, or symbols for confirmation. We have Sagittarius, Neptune, and Jupiter. There we go. Somebody may have Sagittarius, Jupiter again here. Got a feeling that would come out. We also have Libra, Moon, and Saturn. Libra, Moon, and Saturn. Mercury, Sun, and Saturn. And then let's do one more. Libra, Sun, and North Node. A lot more tiles and charms than I planned on, but hey, we're here. Somebody's name could be Riley. Okay. We have R-U-Y-L-A, Ryan, P-U-S-I-T-H-D, and another T. So you're welcome to take your time with the charms if you would like to, as well as the tiles. Take your time, pause the reading if you need to. And if anybody sees anything I missed, you're welcome to comment down below. We have Skull and Crossbones. That always makes me think of the Death card in Tarot. Change, transformation, transmutation of energy. We have the Cloud with a little smile on it. Maybe this person had their head in the clouds for a while and now they feel like they're having a reality check. They didn't anticipate. We also have a cactus. Somebody could live near a desertous area or an area where cactuses are where they grow, or maybe you met in a desert. I did just hear Sedona, so I don't know, that could be a specific location for this connection. We also have a gingerbread man. That always makes me think of the holiday season. So, you know, maybe the holiday season coming up here is going to be important. We also have a white circle. The circle charms to me talk about closing of cycles, endings of cycles, leading to new beginnings. The color of the circle talks about like a chakra system. Since it is white, I'm thinking of like crown chakra energy. Okay. So I think that, again, your person is closing out one perception of their connection to the divine, and they're opening up doorways to what they currently believe in, or what their current understanding of things has changed. There we go. We'll put it that way. All right, so let's get out some channeled messages now. Sorry, that was loud and probably shook the camera, you guys. My bad. Okay. What would this person say right now if they felt like they could be totally open, totally honest? My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, they're hiding their struggles from you, okay? They're really hiding their struggles right now because they're going through a lot of inner turmoil. I knew exactly what I was doing. To me, this is saying this is intentional. They're hiding it from you intentionally, not to be mean, not to withhold emotions or information, but because they are processing. They're going through a lot, okay? Maybe they feel like they're pushing you away to a degree. Maybe they did push you away. Maybe you are in separation with them because they weren't opening up with you, and I don't know. But they do wonder sometimes if you would be happier without them in your life. Not because they want to say goodbye to you or they want to be apart from you, but because maybe they're feeling a bit like a burden right now because they're going through their own struggle and they still don't feel like they can open up about it yet. Okay? I want to take you on a date. Yes. And I feel lost without you. misunderstanding. To me, this is talking about them feeling like you cleared up some questions for them. Like you've cleared the air. You've awakened them to things that they didn't even know they could think about before. And in a way, now they kind of view you as a guide. They view you as somebody who is lighting the way for them. And in a way, they're feeling a bit dependent on you because they feel like you were the one that kind of unleashed this, okay? They feel like you clear up misunderstandings. They feel like they are a bit lost without your guidance, okay? So they are kind of looking to you almost subconsciously for answers, okay? So we're going to pack it up. I'm going to get you a couple of personal messages now from universe, and then we're going to jump into the extended and we'll see what's coming next for the connection, okay? So these 2 messages are just for you. It does not have to relate to your person at all. So if you need a minute to grab a glass of water, take a deep breath, or focus your energy back on you again, you are welcome to. Your first message is heart and soul. When making your decision, listen to your heart and soul. Sometimes the mind can misguide. Choose through love. And then your affirmation is, I seek a new way of thinking about this situation. Okay? That's interesting because both of your messages seem to be kind of giving you advice or guidance about what to do about a specific situation. It doesn't have to be about your person, although it could be. You're being asked to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and also look at it from a different perspective, whatever this is. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Maybe taking a bird's eye view or getting a different perspective of things could help you out right now in finding an answer or a solution. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to pack it up here. I'm going to get us ready for our extended reading. I want to thank you again for joining in and for being a part of the channel here today. We'd love to see you over on Patreon, but if you are leaving me here, I want to thank you again and wish you a blessed rest of your day or night, and I will see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.